Social distancing is causing many of us to pick up some new hobbies. Baking bread, sourdough in particular, seems to be how some house dwellers are keeping busy. Some novice bakers are even learning to make sourdough starter from scratch. A starter is a natural yeast made with water, flour, and a little bit of patience. It replaces conventional yeast in your loaf to be.
I think the interest was probably there all along, but people just didn't really have the time or the attention to kind of get into it. And now that most folks are sequestered into their homes, they have all this time on their hands, and they want to do something productive with it.
People are curious. People want to know.
It is intriguing, and I think it's a little mystery to figure out.
We spoke to 3 professional bakers about how to make your life easier as you embark on your bread adventure. Assuming your starter is ready to go, here are some easy tips from the pros.
If you're struggling with the recipe and getting enough rise, you can always cheat and add a tiny bit of yeast, just a tiny bit of commercial yeast. You can cut back on the water a little bit, and you can mess with the recipe a tiny bit to try and get it to fit what works for you.
People won't make something because they don't have all the ingredients in their cupboard or in their pantry. Screw that. Bake and be happy with the results that you're able to create without having to go outside. There's so many things that you can sub for one another. YouTube is your best friend. You can't go to a physical class right now to learn from a chef or an instructor. And if something didn't go right, or if your bread smells like feet, there's probably a YouTube video about it. There's a lot of talented individuals around the world that have encountered your very problem.
You don't really need a fancy wooden proofing basket, although they're nice and they add nice little ridges to your bread. I use just a little metal bowl and a nice kitchen cloth inside with a good dusting of flour to help your bread not stick to that cloth. Sourdough bread baking, you really need high heat and very well insulated ovens, as moisture is a very key element in the leavening of your bread once it's in the oven. This Dutch oven here kind of controls both of those for you. As you preheat your oven, have your Dutch oven inside of the oven. It gets screaming hot, and then as you bake the bread, the lid goes on top of the oven, forming a sealed environment where you can have that high heat and that high moisture as well.
Let's say it's 65 degrees in your house. You're going to use slightly warmer water than you would on a warm summer day. So on a warm summer day, you're going to use ice water to mix, versus on a winter day, you're going to use water that's going to be like maybe 80, 85 degrees. If you live in an environment that's really dry, the dough is going to form a skin. You use a spray bottle and spray water on it while it's rising.
Every person's house, every person's area is a little different. Like if you live on the bottom of a hill, your starter is going to react differently as if you lived on top of a mountain.
Don't get discouraged. Your first and probably your first 15 loaves of bread are not going to be what you expected, but they're still going to be delicious.
I always say it takes 150 loaves to get it correct.
Every single professional chef sucked. Period.
Try, keep trying, and keep trying, and keep trying.
If you keep trying and you don't beat yourself up about it, you're going to get really good by the time that you look back.
It's so simple. It's flour, water, and salt, and yet it's so complex and so challenging, and it's a new science project every day.